And a very good day to all my viewers, or good evening wherever you are. It is right now Tuesday, October 15th, 2024. It is 5:27 p.m. Eastern Canadian time. And what a beautiful way to start a walking video. This is the Westmount Train Station here in the Westmount sector of Montreal, Canada. It's technically the city of Westmount. It's its own city within Montreal. And over here is de Maisonneuve Boulevard, or sorry, I should say, this is St. Catherine Street right here. De Maisonneuve Boulevard would be a block north of here. And this here, like I said, is the Westmount Train Station. This was built in 1907, completed in 1907, and was open until 1984. And this, of course, was replaced by the Vendôme commuter train station, which is that way to our west, just down the street. And as you can see, a very beautiful autumn day today. Temperature is about 5 degrees Celsius. And I will show you guys here the station platform, or at least what's left of it. And yeah, we'll go this way here. So of course this is the Canadian Pacific railway lines, and this is where you have basically the Vaudreuil-Hudson line, St. Jerome line, and the Candiac line all share this area of tracks. So here is the front or the back of the train station. This is the tracks here. Just saw a commuter train going by earlier. EXO commuter train. Before that it was the AMT. And heading westbound towards Vendôme Station. Oh, here a response. Bonus! Pumper 234. Heading eastbound, so there you go. Nice catch there. And anyway, so we'll do a little walk-in video here. I'm thinking of going from this area and finishing around Place-Saint-Henri metro station. That'll give us an idea of what the new entrance is looking like there, and the elevators. So here is, as I said, St. Catherine Street. Very beautiful time of the year. Look at this. Look at these leaves here on these buildings, these vines. You got these beautiful red maple trees. Reminds me of ketchup chips. I don't know why. So I'll probably end up turning right here on, I think this is Glen Boulevard, and this will take us into Saint-Henri, and we'll be going underneath the train tracks. It's very old little, I wouldn't really call it a tunnel, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute if you're not familiar. And we may even cross paths with a train, hopefully a freight train or something. Maybe even a Via Rail train. And as you can see, no issues with the camera when I'm using the DJI software. May have to adjust this a little bit. Hang on, guys. Maybe a little bit more this way. There's the what is that? 38 de l'Église. A little bit straighter now, sort of. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is St. Catherine Street, and we're going to be going down Glen Boulevard. So Westmount is basically all this area here, and to our east down there. So definitely the gimbal is a lot better for walking videos than just holding the phone. And it's easier to hold as well, easier on the hand. And for you, the viewer, it's much more smoother. So look at that, there we go. There's the EXO commuter train. That says direction Vaudreuil, so that's going to the West Island and beyond. Locomotive. So look at this beautiful, impressive architecture here. And this, I guess you could call it, it is sort of a tunnel. Old stone. This was probably at one time all solid mass, all solid earth, rock, and they probably used dynamite to work their way through it. Very beautiful old example of infrastructure. From the early days of the railway. A lot of traffic right now. Not sure where they're all going, but we'll be bypassing this shortly. There's en route 136. If you were to follow it this way towards the east, you'd be getting to downtown Montreal. And going this way is of course towards the West Island. And we're walking right now southbound. And this here is actually Hydro Westmount, or Westmount Hydro. So they have their own hydro company, their own electrical company that is independent from Hydro Quebec. Imagine that. So pretty much Saint-Henri, the neighborhood of Saint-Henri, is coming up just past this underpass here. You can see those beautiful fall leaves. The foliage is almost at its peak. Definitely have to focus on some autumn foliage, autumn color videos. Now this path here coming up leads directly to the MUHC hospital. So there you have the Royal Victoria Hospital, Montreal Children's Hospital, amongst others. And this whole area at one time, all the way up to where that hospital was built, all this at one time was a big train yard called the Glen Yards. And there's a lot of old photographs of when that rail yard was in service. Very cool photographs as well. And George out in Edmonton has sent me quite a few videos and photos of when the Glen Yards were in service. So if you haven't been to Montreal in a couple of decades and this is all new to you, this is basically leading all the way to downtown Montreal, as I said. If you were to follow it the other way towards the West Island, you'd first cross the Décarie interchange. Sorry, the Turcotte interchange. Now this here, this Home Depot, at one time, as you can see the downtown core in the distance there, this here was actually at one point where they would keep the streetcars, back when it was streetcars up until the 1960s. And George also told me that fact, that this was basically a depot, a garage for them. And you can kind of make out and get an idea of where and how they stored them. There's a bike shop that's been here for quite a while. So now we are in Saint-Henri neighborhood of Montreal. And we're going to be crossing over some train tracks shortly. Here is Saint-Antoine Street. This is Rue de Courcelles, by the way. This here is Rue de Courcelles Street. And this is actually, as I said, Glen Boulevard. So Glen becomes Rue de Courcelles. I believe around here. Yeah, right here. I think this is a splitting point. Here you can see some beautiful yellow fall leaves, yellow foliage. So this area, this whole district, going back to the 1900s and earlier, this was all industrial. This was all tanneries where they would tan the leather and textiles and all that. Very cool history. So we're going to be going down here. Maybe we'll take a side street until we get to the train tracks. Make it a little bit more interesting. And this here is Saint Jacques Street. So there's Saint Antoine and here's Saint Jacques. Oh, we got a train going by, guys. Ah, we just missed it. I don't know, could be a Via, could be a freight. You can see crossing guards are down. Hopefully, oh, it's Exo train. That's the Mascouche detour. That's taking, a train is going to Mascouche and it's taking a detour because, well, the Deux-Montagnes line used to be shared with the Mascouche line. And well, that's closed right now for obvious reasons. It's being converted to the REM. And the Mascouche line may actually be abolished by the time the REM opens. Which doesn't make any sense because they just spent so much money over the last decades or so building that line. And it was supposed to start at Côte de Liesse station and go east all the way to Mascouche. It used to start at Central Station, take the Mont Royal Tunnel, and then split from the Deux-Montagnes line east. While the Deux-Montagnes line went west, it would go. The Mascouche line would go east, all the way to Mascouche. This building here is an example of some old style architecture here. Very old industrial building, Alpro. So I believe they made bags, backpacks and whatnot for quite a while. But you can see what kind of buildings were here back then, and these were all factories, these were all industrial. Now they've been converted to lofts and you know, offices and that sort of thing. So they still have a purpose while keeping their original look. So imagine these were all factories and industrial buildings at one point. Alright, so here's a pretty cool railway crossing here. If you like rail fanning, this is one of the best places to come. The Rue de Courcelles crossing. Some nice, beautiful leaves there. So I'm not sure if we're going to get any trains here. We'll go check quickly, check the signals. And thinking of maybe cutting through this nice little path here. Usually freight trains follow passenger trains. That's generally the norm when it comes to railways. Not always. Hey, where's the signals? Thought I could see some signals from here. Well, I don't see any. Yeah, I thought there was a signal in that direction at one point. So anyways, if you keep going that way, you'll eventually get to the St. Ambroise Street railway crossing. So maybe we'll actually walk there. We'll see. No trains coming. Can't see any. I thought there was a signal that was visible here. You could tell if there was trains coming or not. Could be wrong. Well, anyways, we'll at least for a short period of time be parallel to these train tracks as we take this little walking path here coming up, and we'll be able to appreciate the autumn foliage. So I may cut the video at Place-Saint-Henri metro station. Not sure yet. Depends. I do have some laundry to do, so if I had a bit more time I probably would have continued all the way to St. Ambroise Street, but we could do that another day. I was overdue for a walking video like this for a while. It's 5:45 p.m. Eastern Canadian time now, so I like how dark it is. Getting darker earlier. And soon, in a few weeks, the clocks will be falling back another hour, so it'll be even darker earlier. That very beautiful path here. Maybe use this as my thumbnail. And there, where that church is Notre Dame Street, right there underneath the church. Notre Dame. That goes all the way into Old Montreal and further east, all the way into the East End. Give you guys a look here at these leaves. Very beautiful. And in fact, today's the first day I'm actually wearing a jacket this year, believe it or not. So, well, not this year, but for this fall season. Don't see any trains, don't hear any trains. At least we got a couple of EXO commuter trains and a train station, an old train station in this walking video, so pretty cool. Now it looks like they put here double fencing, probably because of trespassers. So they put that thick fence in front of the regular fence. Look at that, eh? Fall is here, autumn is here. Wondering where that truck went, the fire truck 234 bumper truck, probably medical call. You could see there's an opening there that people probably use to go through there. And probably turn left coming up and then right on Saint-Jacques. I was actually debating for this walking video doing it from Vendôme metro station, but I thought, why not start from that historical train station at the beginning of the video. We even got some berries here, so the birds will be loving that. That's a nice, that'll actually be a beautiful thumbnail as well this year. Beautiful. And this is the time when a lot of berries bloom. Look at this. That is incredible. And over here you're back to your greens. And yeah, coming up, we'll be, like I said, going on to St. Jacques Street, and then walking from there to Place-Saint-Henri metro station. Probably in about 10 minutes or so we will arrive there. Look at this huge tree coming up here. You can tell how old that is just by the look of it. The thickness of the trunk. It's actually multiple trees together. Amazing. Hundreds of years old probably, this tree. Yeah. Now we got a nice wind. And you can smell autumn in the air if you really breathe in. You can smell the autumn leaves decaying. Right. So we have we have a choice here. We can go down this little ravine here, or keep walking straight. I'm gonna choose to walk straight because I'm gonna be going this way anyway. This here used to be a post office at one point, and now condos, offices, and a gym. There's a gym in there. It's really interesting how different leaves and trees change color at different times. But seems to be a decent autumn foliage this year. Alright, we're gonna cross here. So this is actually St. Margaret Street. So there's the train tracks there. There's the underpass. And if you were to go in that direction, which is south, you would get to eventually Notre Dame Street. And we'll probably see Notre Dame Street coming up here when we get to Place-Saint-Henri metro station, which is just around the corner here. Yeah, so this was a post office at one time. Now it's a gym. In fact, what we could do, we could even take this street here. It might be a bit more scenic. I think that's what we'll do. We'll take this street coming up and turn left there. We want to appreciate the foliage. It's usually a very scenic street to walk. And we'll see how, as I said, those new entrances. There's at least one new entrance and one revamped entrance at Place-Saint-Henri metro station, as well as an elevator being installed in one of them. Maybe even two of them. I see that helicopter. There it is, right up there. Can we zoom in? Yeah, there you go. Back to one-time camera, one-time zoom. And I am filming right now in, I believe, 4K, 60 frames per second. You can see here these old houses have stood the test of time. And this is St. Margaret Street, and now we're turning on to Charlebois Street. So we should be about 2 minutes at Place-Saint-Henri metro station, and show you guys, like I said, the new entrances. Hopefully will be open by New Year's. I mean, there is progress being made on that, significant progress, so. There's the CP tracks there, Canadian Pacific tracks. Look at that beautiful yellow foliage. It's actually a perfect time for a walking video. Still got a bit of sunlight. I have to do, different variations of autumn walking videos because, the lighting's different whether, it's cloudy, sunset, daytime. Definitely changes the feel of the video. So there's Place-Saint-Henri metro station right there. And I'll show you guys the entrances, how they're coming along on the other side. Some birds in there. Alright, so this is your main entrance of Place-Saint-Henri metro station, and Saint Jacques Street's over there. We'll go around the side here. Go around the side. Yeah, so as you're gonna see, so this is one of the side. This is one of the older entrances that they've revamped. You're gonna see it coming up here, straight ahead. So that's Saint Jacques Street. So this here used to be an entrance, and it's been closed for quite a while now, a few years, and they've completely redone it. So there's one right there, and there's a school right there as well. And we're gonna take a look at this one. So this one here is, I think, completely new one, or I could be wrong. This could have been here originally. I think actually this one, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think this one's a new one. My bad. This one's a brand new one. And I think this one over here, there used to always be one here, but they completely redid it. So, and it's a good sign because the fence is getting smaller and smaller. Up until recently, the fence was around here, and even a couple of nights ago it was right over here. And now look at this, we're able to get right up here. That's a good sign. So they've done the landscaping, nice landscaping, nice vegetation here, and look at that, that should be open by New Year's, I'm sure. But if you do look inside, you'll see there's still quite a bit of work to be done. Looks like they're working on it now. So that's where your elevator is going to be, probably right there. There's what is that? There's fire station 23. So you know what, guys, I'm probably going to wrap the video up here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that. There's some nice foliage, autumn foliage there. So yeah, this should be opening soon. So thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Almost half an hour walking video. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe, turn your notifications on. More videos to come. Have a good day, everybody.